Former Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amaechi, has explained the reasons he will not encourage the migration of Nigerians, or what you call Japa. Now, Rotimi Amaechi was on a television program on Saturday, and he talked about Nigerian youths, are leaving the country, and saying he would not advise them because Nigeria is the only place you can actually, reach your full potential as in Nigeria. All right, so according to Rotimi Amaechi, he will be discouraging young Nigerians from leaving the country because, according to him, abroad, the most you can get is a 9-to-5 job, while here in Nigeria, you can wake up one day and just become a minister.
Is that a job?
Senator,
is that a job?
Or a governor.
Is that a job?
That's what he said. Yes.
That's what he said.
Yes, please.
Hey, can I say something?
Mr. Edcomer, tread with caution.
Who's caution?
I'll tread with caution.
Thank you.
But let me digress to make my point. The first place I moved into in Ikeja, my landlady was flabbergasted
that you came back
by me and the way I did my things. And one of the things that struck her about me was my tendency to let people into my apartment. At the point, I had 4 or 5 persons living with me just because they had nowhere else to go. Do you know why? When I was a student, I could never pay my rent. Rent was so recurring.
In America?
Yeah, school fees was just 2 times in a year, 2 semesters. But rent
every week, every week, every day, every week.
I couldn't catch up, so I was repeatedly thrown out for not paying my rent. So I developed this soft spot for homeless
people. Okay.
That's why I kept bringing people into my place. So for a man like him, who is not exceptionally brilliant, not from...
Oh, he's saying, is he exceptionally...
Excuse me.
It's not
Please, gentlemen, please, I still maintain control. Seriously, I'm not laughing. I maintain control at the table. Let's tread with caution. Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
And then, considering his antecedents, jobless for a long time till his Oga helped him, he should have been sensitive to the plight of Nigerian young men, some of who have good education but have nothing else to do.
But what is wrong in his statement, though?
What is wrong?
Saying that you can only achieve full potential in your country as against another man's country.
What is wrong is that I have tried. I've tried to be a councillor in this country 3 times. I have tried to be a House of Assembly 3 times. It's not saying the truth. I'm coming. That's what is wrong. If Rotimi Amaechi say on this on that show that he appeared that Nigerians has potentials, opportunity in their country to get a job anywhere, I will agree with him. For him to liken the opportunity that he sees here to become a commissioner, a minister, a senator, then he is unrealistic with the situation. I'm coming, Ezukama. You see, when people sit down like this and talk, a Nigerian, a bank manager in Nigeria will sell his house in Ikorodu, pack his children and leave this country. Do you know why? Because his job does not have security. He could go tomorrow, they lock him out. And they said there's no job again. Where is he going to? But where he's going to, he's assured that even if it's 9 to 5 a.m. job, he's guaranteed. He's secured. See, when people when you want to talk about people, you should give us why people are leaving. We know why people are leaving. People are leaving because there is no job. And when you have one, it's not guaranteed. Peter, I came to you last week. I told you what happened in my company. I told you, what were you doing? You were sad. People went home last year with happiness, and they hope that they will come back to work. And they get a letter that you cannot come. Because what? There is no opportunity. There is no money. You cannot work without being paid. Those are the situation people are living. No, how many of us can be minister in this country? In 200 million people. How many of us can be commissioner? How many of us can be senator?
Thank you.
The thing is this. My problem with his statement, his body language, his attitude is he's seeing Japa as though it's an option, a choice. I want to buy a car. Should I buy Toyota or
brand names? Brand names.
People Japa because they are desperate. People Japa because they have no job. People Japa because they are at the end of the road. They have nothing else to do to themselves. They've been out of school for 10 years and been relying on somebody for that long. In the Japa process, it's no fun. Japa process, some go through Sahara Desert,
Yes.
get to Spain, risk
the Mediterranean Sea.
Mediterranean Sea, and so on to Japa. So him to sit down there and talk about is like buying a pair of suits. Should I buy brown or blue? That's what gets me
angry.
Quickly.
I think the country needs to organize a seminar to discuss this syndrome. Yeah, because it made light a very serious
of the situation.
fundamental issue, which is at
Gaslit
the
it.
bottom line now of the fact that in a short while we will not have quality labor because our doctors
We're losing our best hands. Yeah,
when they finish medical school
they're out.
they're out. Nurses, they're out. People who know more about ICT,
See, they are out.
Stay. Go to some banks now. They've lost their
That is the problem.
and best hands to foreign countries, and they can continue like that. But you see, getting angry with Amaechi will not solve our problem. Amaechi is an opportunist. He was speaker.
Opportunity is a bad language.
He was speaker.
The strike wasn't for you, Chief of Force.
He was governor for 8 years.
Yes.
Was minister for
8 years.
24 years in his less than 60 years
Yes,
of existence.
And
Excuse me, please calm down, sir.
oh, calm down.
Yeah. When you look at the number of years he has spent living off
The
our
government.
Commonwealth, what value has he added as a speaker,
Yes.
as governor,
No.
and as minister?
You didn't add PA to a governor.
Excuse me, sir.
The bill is
Excuse
not
me, sir.
working. It's the same man that said we steal government money because you do not stone us. How can a minister, a governor, be so irresponsible? I am a thief and I keep stealing because you're not punishing me.
Sir,
And those are our leaders. That's a man we should listen to.
Finish.
And
Mr.
that's a man
Ezekama.
we should call irresponsible. That's a man we should
Hello.
call
Mr.
opportunist.
Ezekama. Thank you for
This
your
is not a moral class, please. This is not a moral class. So I wouldn't accept that anyway. But what I'm saying is, how well has he done as somebody who was so blessed by God to have had access to those powerful offices? Are his children living in Nigeria?
Yeah.
No. They study
That is it.
overseas.
I mean, you see, when you look at all
That's
these
what-
things, people, I don't understand. Perhaps in his usual character, he's trying to talk himself back to political relevance. Because right now, politically, he's annihilated. He's nowhere. Either in Rivers or in Daura, where they made him a chief. You know?
I want to say.
So please, I would rather we let it go.
Japa has been there for a long time.
See,
Right?
some people already, then they say Japa, so people already Japa dying, okay? Because even going abroad is not always as rosy.
Thank you,
as the
Are.
painting is.
Thank you.
I mean,
As someone aptly put it on social
Yeah.
media, living in Nigeria is hard. Traveling abroad is hard.
harder.
You choose your
Exactly.
kind of hard.
so exactly.
Those are the kind of art that we are talking about. Why?
My brother, see, let me also tell you, one of the things I always remember was in my
Okay,
days
gentlemen.
in my days in Japan, you could not go and knock
Your days where?
in Tokyo.
Okay.
You couldn't go and knock your next door, your neighbor's door and say, my brother, please, I'm hungry. I can follow you home and eat. I can follow you home and eat. You can follow me.
In
So,
Japan?
no.
Now in Nigeria.
Everywhere in Nigeria, there are people, your people. You still find your bearing. So for me, those are fundamental things. Forget that age is also not on my side, though. That I'm saying I'm not going to go anywhere. But if we still look
Are, thank you. But then I think essentially what Amaechi was trying to say is formed on the basis of what you're talking
but
about.
unfortunately,
Yes,
for
what he's
somebody
trying to.
who had
I get
occupied-
what he's trying to say.
You know,
somebody
my
who had occupied those offices, and we cannot feel the impact. Excuse me.
What
is
I'm
not
sensing
qualified
here
to say
is
that.
throwing away the message because you have.
What is the message? There is no
Read the
message. I remember before just 20 seconds. I remember when Amaechi lost the governorship election in Rivers State. Amaechi did not stay in this country. Amaechi ran to Ghana. That was a Japa.
Yeah.
He was announced a governor while he was in Ghana. Listen, he left this country. He was a speaker, two-term speaker in Rivers State. And when he lost the election, he Japa to Ghana
Went to Ghana.
with his family. And when they announced him the governor, that's what it brought him from Ghana to become the governor. No, so at the end of the day, when people want to speak, like I am now, I have told myself that I am not jackbarring. I have pressure to leave. Pressure from home front, from friends to leave. You wake up in the morning, your friend that was your friend that was talking to you, having a bottle of beer with you yesterday, when you call, the number is not going again. It's now, he said when you call on WhatsApp. And I'm asking myself, you didn't tell me. He said, don't want to tell us anybody when he's traveling. So there's the pressure like that. But I don't want to go, I want to stay here. I'm not staying here because of Amaechi's statement. Amaechi's statement does not mean anything to me.
All right, we have to go. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming out today. Thank you, Mr. Ezukama. I'm drained because of you. Thank you for wearing me out. Thank you, Are. Thank you, Comrade Officer. Thank you, everyone, for watching.